Continue on May 27, 2015, not long time ago, the U.S. Department of Justice indicted 14 FIFA officials in a 47-count criminal indictment, racketeering, wire fraud, money laundering, 150 million in documented bribes. Seven officials were arrested at dawn in a Zurich hotel. The FBI and IRS had been watching for years. Sepp Blatter, you remember? I was much younger. You remember? I think that man, the the CEO of FIFA, he resigned. FIFA president for 17 years resigned 4 years later. Then came Qatar 2022. Qatar bought the World Cup with bribes. Investigators documented it. Workers, black and brown men from Africa and South Asia had their passport confiscated under the kafala system. How do you think FIFA will feel about Haitians, about Haiti who represent freedom and peace, a land who stand and fight slavery? You think they will accept you? No, they will not. They will see you as a danger. You have to remember of people history and what they did. Even they laughing in my face. Look at their past. Look at their past, and they still doing it in your face. So they paid them as little as $1 per day. Over 6,500 migrants workers die building those stadiums. PBS call it the dead lies major sporting event in history. So, I already said PBS call it the dead lies major sporting event in history. FIFA President Gianni Infantino told the European Council only three workers died. FIFA earned $7,500,000,000 from that tournament. So black people, you're clearly making people rich, not only black. Whoever supporting this is the time for people to do things right. I think you black people countries should come together and have your own different name. They don't want you, it's fine. And when I'm saying black people, I'm not just saying black country in Caribbean, in Africa, because we are everywhere. I'm a black person who grew up in Europe. They have a lot of black people who play for France, who play for different country. In Italy, we had this man Mario. He played for Italy, and they still didn't like him. So we have to stop giving people the natural talent God gave us when they don't accept us for who we are, and we will go to the place that created for us. As he said, we will go back. We will go to the place that God created for us, and we will give that talent to people who look just like us and who accept us for who we are, for who the Lord created us to be. Because we didn't ask God to create us black. He created us black. He clearly don't make mistake. He knows what he's doing. The enemy, to be honest with you, again, when I'm speaking about racism, I'm still not seeing those white people as enemies. I see the devil using them and not all of them, again, using some majority of them to keep division, to keep hatred, and to keep black people into bondage. And in Jesus' name, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Because we are seed, we will survive everywhere that we go. So we continue. So you understand he earned $7,500,000,000 on this game. So let's go to scriptures. In Matthew 6 verse 24, you cannot serve both God and money. Proverbs 14 verse 31. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for the maker. And then came Haiti. FIFA bans Haiti 2026 World Cup jersey for honoring the Battle of Vertières. November 1803, the final battle of the only successful slave rebellion in recorded history, call it political content. Political content. You just hate the fact the Haitian were rebellious and fearless enough, and we still is in her blood. If we have to die for her nation, for her country, for her culture, we will die. It doesn't matter where we were born, because we know life is a fight. God brought us here to fight, not just to stand. God gave you a sweetheart. God give you he told you to speak with wisdom, with kindness, but also the same tongue, you can also make very, very dangerous prayer. God can change a sweetheart into a fighter. That's what the enemy doesn't understand. So the same FIFA that hosted Qatar 2022 while 6,500 workers died, hosted Russia 2018 despite the documented racism, blocked a Somali referee from entering the United States, canceled anti-racism messaging at the 2025 Club World Cup, had his own video game perpetuate racist myths about black players, call Haiti's freedom political. Haiti's jersey sold out the day after it was banned. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54 verses 17. If God is for us, who can be against us? And this is the story of Haiti. God was with us, and that's why Duty Bookman, before he even started this battle, he called on God, because he knows he didn't have the weapons that the French Napoleon Bonaparte they had. But we do have faith. We have God, and that's the biggest weapon we could have. And that's why when the Haitians go anywhere, the enemy, the one who are working with the enemy, they truly have fear for them, because they understand the strength of those people is not the power you see physically, is in the soul, is in the heart, is in the mind, is in the strength. And if God give you that, nobody cannot break you. So let's go to Romans 8 verse 31. Let justice roll down like waters. Amos 5 verse 24. This is not about soccer. This is about who controls the world's most powerful sport and whose history gets honored and whose gets erased. They try to erase Haitian history and all black history. They cannot. So that alone should tell you something. Black people are seed. When you read the Bible, more you learn about what God said about Israeli people, you understand he's speaking to black people, to be honest with you. Because her life is the most difficult life. Jesus Christ didn't have a beautiful life. He had a life that was a struggling life. Who in this world you see, what other nation you see, what other ethnicity you see struggle the most, and who are still there fighting with a smile, high energy, dancing, happy. Never give up, black people. So if you've been attacking those people for years, since God put them here, you still cannot destroy them. Be careful with them. The same way they tried to kill Jesus, they couldn't find him. They ended up by killing every little baby boy. So we do not need FIFA's approval at all. We cover black history, faith, and the truth they don't want you to find. So black people, the same way they make this Natasha doll, slapping that doll, throwing it on the floor. Natasha is a black doll made by a Chinese company. And black people, what did they do? They got together, they boycott the Chinese businesses, because it's not right. If you see me inferior than you, why do you need me to support your business? Why do you need me to support your sport? Why do you need me to participate in? If you're gonna have me participating, treat me the same way you're treating every color. If you cannot, keep it the same way you keep it for you. 7 of you, France, Switzerland, Belgium, all of you who were there, keep it like that. But don't take any black person also who lives there because you don't want us. And black people, you should know that. You should wake up with the fruit of the Spirit and be a leader. Let them be dictator, but you should be a leader with love and also leadership skills.